welcome on back everyone to Total Warhammer 3 and part 23 of our Malakai Makaisson Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here about a turn or two later where I was trying to lure Tretch Craventail on over for the siege. We've started to set up some ToD siege towers. The plan was to lure him over and fight everyone all at once out on the field, but I noticed that we have ourselves a single Ruin caster here. This Worm Lightning spell, even though they have only 20 winds of magic, means they can cast it at least 3 times. 3 times is enough to delete 3 of my Dwarf Warriors. No problem, ensure that they lose their combat, and then our missile troops are overwhelmed. So what we're going to have to do is we are going to be forced to fall back. If they didn't have the Ruin caster, I think we could have won this one no problem. But we're going to go ahead and fall back.
This is a false do. There's nae pleasing some folk.
There's nae pleasing some folk. Oh, not the rats, and who cares? Well, beard things, you easy pray. We bored now. Wait, I'm sorry, excuse me? We're coming over here to claim Karak Doom. If we can do it before Castalton. He is on his way. Listen, buddy, if you go after this settlement, you're going to be at war with all of the Dawi immediately. Alright, Blessed Dread are wiped out. Looks like hopefully Castalton was on his turn. Perfect, so we can just go right past the tribe slaughter area here.
The throng agrees.
Jump to about here. Then we are going to attack Karak Doom, hopefully before Castalton decides to take it.
Obedience is devotion.
Obedience is devotion. Look at our tool market all research, so when a Dawi is in need of a decent hammer or axe, the tool market is the place to find it. Now we're working on the waterproof packaging, which will give us more trade and trade resources. Infiltrate Karak Ziflin. Really, the Halfling Pudding Grudge. Under Morgrim's disappointed glare, did the Dwarfs of Karak Ziflin steal away a cook bound for the kitchens of Karazakarak. The secret of his nutty fig pudding recipe was the reason. A spiteful move to deprive the High King of one of his favorites in petty retribution for a difficult reckoner's inspection. A grudge has been recorded and there will be no negotiations with Ziflin until they give up the Halfling. Alright, time to go steal the Halfling from Ziflin. This one is a grudge I'm happy to settle. Looks like most of the woody Dawi or the woody elves have unfortunately gathered up a bunch of grudges to themselves too. Grudges across the Empire, looks like. If it is as simple as stealing away a cook, and it gets you in the Great Book of Grudges, it doesn't seem like it's that hard. Let's go ahead and throw in the refectory here. Make sure we're purifying the Skaven Menace. Kitclaw is... he's got a pretty horrifying army here.
Summon me if you dare.
Using Thorgrim,
Retake the realms.
I have pieced out with Sortusa, so we don't have to worry about them as much. Would love to reclaim Mirigliano and Rifrafa, but those are more Empire settlements than our own. It also means that Estelle the Sea Urchin is going to be turning around and leaving, thankfully.
Onward.
So delayed. It might be time to prepare to blitz Whistleland and Nuln. Or come over here and start throwing hands with Imric. Because at least the Fire Elgie we could get away with it. Spicy Elgie. Dwarf Keep there, the Bitterstone Mine, let's see. Truthfully, I like to not do any upgrading down here in the wastes. Thorgrim, we are going to have you continue to claim back these Skaven settlements, so let's go ahead and go in the underways down towards Galbaraz. We'll stay in our territory, that is to not lose our replenishment. And then I think I'm going to maybe get rid of these bolt throwers for one of the Grudge Settler... a couple of the Grudge Settler artillery. I think the flame cannons would be perfect. So, bolt throwers, see you all later. We'll replace them with... aha! Some flame cannons. Right, and actually I'm going to get rid of these Thunderers too, and replace them with the Grudge Throwers that are chucking rocks.
Yes.
We don't necessarily need this many Runesmiths in the same army. I have no way of, no way really of microing both. So I'm going to actually have you pull out, and we'll probably grab one more helicopter for Thorgrim here.
Throne of swift stride.
Perfect. So you come on down to Galbaraz and just scout out the Skaven we know are there. And we'll grab those Grudge Settler Trollhammer copters. That should fill Thorgrim's army in nicely.
Ready.
We will have Deled simply come on down to defend both of these two. If it comes across, that's fine. We'll try to fight him in the underways because we have a pretty good opportunity to win there. We've got the artillery and the air force, and he has just one set of laser cannons, or lightning cannons, so we should be able to handle him. Alright, Malakai, looks like all of the fire dwarves are together here. Gorgie Fort is, he's fairly well defended. Let's go ahead and...
Explosives expert.
What's the plan here with you? We can try to draw both these armies away from the... He does have a Dreadquake, but the Dreadquake mortar goes down to a single harpoon. So let's jump up towards Uzkalak and threaten their capital. Zamnev Forge Hand. We'll have you come over and see if you can't go after Karak Vrag. Let's jump down to Gorger Rock. Spooky. Keep building up our Oath Gold too so we can grab the, not here in guilds, but in clans, the Way of the Clans. That way we can make sure our next Age of Reckoning Grudge Settler army is larger. Oh, hang on now. Getting 2 extra Grudge Settler units per army sounds pretty decent too, so this may be the one we'll save for. Sounds good to me. Tree, we definitely need to have you snag a few extra lads. You've got a decent front line and some good hero slaying units. Let's maybe give you no crossbows at the moment. We'll go Quarrelers with great weapons. And while you're sitting here, we can grab maybe a couple other Quarrelers. Something we're missing out on a little bit. So yeah, Quarrelers, great weapons. We only have 4 1. Curses. That's alright. We'll let them work together. Tretch has now taken the other lord's place, and it looks like the... Let's let...
They do find us here.
Drazowith handle Tretch, and we'll handle Drazowith. Norgrim is missing out on...
Just don't get in my way.
We'll go ahead and wait. We can possibly... He needs some artillery. Either artillery or a gyrocopter or 2. Alright, Kevin is closing in on our mission over here, and he can go ahead and turn to deal with Dodon, so we'll go ahead and march. And sprint up towards this dilemma here.
Lord of Clan Morgrim.
Ulthur, we can have you keep stamping out the likes of Epidemius. That sounds good, so we'll go probably in the underways just to avoid attrition.
I hope.
And then we'll speak to Kislev and we'll give them over the Port of Secrets.
Allies of Kislev.
Person loves all allies of Kislev. 369. We'll go ahead and siphon the small amount of gold you have left and give you the Port of Secrets. Lovely. Excellent. We shall help rebuild Kislev. Ungrim hasn't been moved. Oh, perfect. You're here with Leopold, so we can just go ahead and stamp this army out and grab that upgrade. It's just about 15 guys each. A small gathering of friends. No longer. They got obliterated. We'll go ahead and take the brink to victory. Try to fall back into friendly territory. What is that? You have to take them both out at the same time? Where's the vampire grudge? Oh, you actually have to... I'm pretty positive we fought this one already, but let's grab those magical attacks for our gyro bombers. Ungrim.
I am the
Onward.
Slayer King.
You know what? Let's stay next to Mordheim if we're gonna go into March like that. That way we can use some Empire lads as shields.
In me seeks death.
Oh, Seeker for Ungrim. He zoomed way past his squad here. For the Engineer, we can just go for Sapper. Yeah, that way all of our missile troops go a little bit faster. That includes, I think, the likes of the Slayer Pirates and the Goblin Hero, which is great.
Onward.
Let's go Tough and Skim for Garagrim. Get all of his Demon Slayer buffs. I think those are Dragon Slayer buffs. Either way.
The nation calls.
And then Yosef.
Choose my big idea.
We had one more bomber team. I think this would be even easier, but I think we can handle this settlement here.
Demon Slayer.
Let's set up and then go for recruiting some more copters. So I'm thinking, I guess Brimstone Gun, since it's gonna be the fastest. We've already got some bombers, so let's grab one Brimstone Gun, and that should be enough. I'd like to be able to grab another one, but this appears to be not the way. Yeah, well, with one more helicopter, we should be more than capable of handling that. Alright, Grombrindle, we're gonna need you now more than ever. He's just got the flamethrowers and the flying flamethrowers. We can actually just bring him through. No, we can't. Either way, I want him up so we can actually roll with Norgrim. It's kind of a smaller, very burny army. Alright, one more turn before all of our Thunderbargers are in too, which would be awesome. Hey, stuff. Crew capacity and research rate. I'm thinking research rate before anything else. Let's go ahead and save a bit of gold. And we'll pass the turn. Hero's not moved. Becton, you just gotta stay here and keep an eye. I don't think you have a chance of taking out any of his heroes.
Yes, let's move.
Ooh, there's the Plague Priest. This is Ruin. Is this Ruin or Plague? Looks like a Plague Priest to me. So Beligar's gonna have some attrition from the Skaven Plague. We still have a Thunder Barge, so bring it.
You really stink.
From a couple miles away. Let's put all this beastliness behind us, no? Ooh, polite Nurgle. Not today. Ooh, the disciples have come on over to throw hands. Looks like Astrogoth's gonna be leading the charge, which... Good idea, bud. He does have the Dreadquake battery. One use. And one Summon of Kadai, so our artillery is probably in a little bit of trouble here. Let's do it. Alright, we'll set up so that way, even if he does decide to drop the Dreadquake on us pretty early on, we should be able to kind of dodge a lot of it. Did notice, though, that we don't have a very good deployment zone. So cannons up front. Almost a little checkerboard of cannons. Here, far enough away that if the Dreadquake comes down, it doesn't take out all three of them. They can all keep firing. Don't quite have Vanguard deploy for our Goblin Hewers, but we do have stocks. We can bring them up into the woods here. Vanguard for the Blimps is awesome. Flamethrowers will cover Trollhammer torpedoes with 2 suppression bombers. Excellent. We'll have the Doomed Legion set up with our cannons. They are very likely to get attacked by that Dreadquake battery. Kind of how our forces all spread out. Shouldn't be as devastating. We got good old Gotrek and Felix, and they can hold the line by themselves. Rika, you are not Vanguard, but you are very invisible at the moment. These trees apparently are not as sneaky. That's fine. Move everyone apart, that way no one's getting exploded by the Dreadquakes. Now we'll have the single-entity heroes and lords here. Infantry. Just you two in... We don't want any of them in guard mode, do we? Artillery in guard mode, and then our flyers. Alright. Indeed, let it begin. Grab our cannons, go ahead and take this hill. Bring our flyers forward so they can start threatening. Malakai, you kind of stay out front. Gotrek and Felix, you go hunt down Astrogoth if you can. Move up into the woods for our stalking Goblin Hewers. And Ulrika can just head across the way too. If we can hide these guys in the woods, they won't get blown up. We'll find out. Alright, Chopper Squad, start moving forward. Really watch out for any circles. They don't last on the screen for very long, though. Felix, come together. Takes about 90 seconds for them to be able to cast it, so we got still about 30 more. see about dropping in. See if we can't find their blunderbusses. They're back there somewhere. Looks like all of our slayers are hidden for now. The cannons are too, so they shouldn't be able to see anyone to drop the Dreadquake on. There it is. Run! That's probably the best possible target. They aren't actually going to take that much damage from it. Trollhammer's firing on the Lamasu. Go for a harpoon also on the Lamasu. That should kill it almost immediately. Schwink. That's a Lamasu routed. Not the scariest thing here either. Let's have the Jar Bombers start firing on the Taruks now. We'll have the Flame Bombers start dropping their strategic loads. Giggity. Firebomb there. Firebomb there. Glorious. There are blunderbusses we need to probably get a little ways away from, though. See about dropping the harpoon on you. Yeah, they got shot up real bad. Ooh, and they managed to lag out our game a bit. Your Grummy is rotating. Go ahead and have our summons appear now. Let them be the tanks for us. Deal with that Bull Centaur Torque. Oh yeah, that harpoon. Almost instantly. Alright, just realized that is a couple of Veil Tauri. All back. Oh, it's not supposed to do damage to you after you upgrade it. Alright, Thunderburner. Come back quickly there. Let's go for the blinded extra accuracy. Turn. Veil Taurus are going to be a little bit spooky. Bombers come up to make sure we slow them all down. Our own flamethrower guys can just deal with work laborers and such that get a little bit too close. 8 seconds before this harpoon can go off. Keep falling back. Ricky, you do the same. Go ahead and Melkoth to slow this Lamasu. Heal the cold hand of death. Cannons are all firing, which is glorious. Doom Legion move up. Let's get our Slayers into position now. And our Pirates too. Right, Lamasu is dueling with Ulrika. Bring her some allies. Go harpoon. Actually, we need to fall back a little bit. Bombers, you can keep wreaking havoc here. We'll bring the Trollhammer to start firing on the Great Taurus. You can harpoon the Iron Demon, that'd be just the best. You're firing on this Lamasu, if you will. I think those are going to be super useful against it. Burn that Thunder Burner off. Turn and get the harpoon blasted towards this Veil Taurus. Chain gun the blunderbusses, and you kind of help out where you can. Well, we need the anti-large. Keep firing on that Lamasu. Air up here. Ulrika got smacked. Go ahead and fall back. Slippery Gotrek. Fall back, Ulrika. Where are they? Send you guys over the top. Alright, here come the Dreadquakes are getting a lot closer to hitting our important stuff. Harpoon is going to be useful there. Let's go ahead and see if we can't hit. No, we can't really hit anyone. They still got a couple of mail tourists back there. Let's go harpoon on the Iron Demon. Try to get in there and bother those blunderbusses. Cannons, let's go ahead and have you start ranging into the Granite Guard and such now too. The more they're unwilling to advance, the better. Shades. I said, it is Shades. Advance the pirates. Advance the Slayers too. We'll have them move in on the renders. Bombers getting shot up. Guess they already activated their emergency heals. We need to get them out of there. Malakai should be able to heal them, so let's bring him round. Oh, Ricky, you keep running. We'll go ahead and no-cost mystifying on the bull centaurs. That way they're not as fast. That target gets even any closer, he's done. Close the gap on these clowns. Back there to be kind of defense. Thunderbarge is still running around like a super boss. Go Tricks, slap Astrogoth. We'll have Cinemac here after the Iron Demon now. Alright, turn. Great, just keep chasing these clowns around. Goblin Ewer can go after the Infernal Iron Sworn. That was likely friendly fire there for the pirates. Slow those fools, Ulrika. Ulrika the extra defense, and we've got them. Spread the Chaos Dwarves and destroy. Centaur Rangers are done. Didn't even really have to get all of our units into battle. 2 Thunder Barges proved to be too much. I'm gonna run down as many of these guys as we can. I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, that is an iron-handed, 1 slain, and a Reishi as well, but that's a lot of elite guys dealt with. We'll go ahead and take the replenishment.
Always need more.
Alright, Grimgor somehow come out of nowhere to hit the demon stump. He ran away extremely. That's fair. Alright, yeah, not much we can do here. We're going to go ahead and let this one go to the auto-resolve. That is a lot of trolls. And an angry, angry Grimgor. Belegar the Musterer, and now we've got several Thunderbarges rolling on out. Wow, he stole a lot of gold out of the Demon Stump, which was one of our very small minor settlements. The legendary scheme. Oh, we've got the legendary battle for the Skaven. Oh joy. The Skaven. Once we win, we get the flaming cannon ammunition for the Spirit of Drungni and the Rune of Thungni. 50% resistance and a pretty good rune. Alright, sweet business. Well, where's Malakai? Let's get ourselves a quest battle going. Well, before we do that, we can do them back to back, can't we?
I must fulfill my
I don't think Maldred is one of them we have to deal with for the current quest battle. We can just come on across here. We'll chop this army. Take the replenishment. He's gonna go all the way around, really. And that's the Skaven scheme. Oh, that was another one in the Skaven scheme, was it? No, there's no way. At least our bombers now have magical attacks. And now what's kind of the last thing we need to do here? Winning battles against Wood Elves, hunting down Dodon, or going for the mantling priorities. Either one, perfect. Let's see if we can't get the final battle, and this might end up being
Demon Slayer.
our finale. Oh, we can't get to it here. Can we reach Dodon? Also no. We'll just march on over to Salzenmund. We can get that going next turn. Alright, let's have ourselves an adventure battle.
Malakai Makaisson.
Malakai is a little bit wounded, but luckily that's only on our seal entities, so we should be just fine. Bandolier for a little bit more ammo, or Mentor. Yeah, let's go final point into Mentor.
I'm on it.
Gotrek getting up a little bit more charge bonus. We missed out on getting all of his.
Expert.
Root of Grimnir there.
The past is the past.
Staying power gives her more resistance later on. Insurance policy is just a bunch more armor. Merciless attacker or accomplished cavalry woman. Well, let's go for staying power. Health and resistance, because she is a vampire. She'll be regenerating the whole battle. Kevin the Undefeatable, we can finally start giving you your mentor trait.
What?
Same thing here with you, Ungram.
To die in
Sapper for his engineer, and we'll upgrade the rune of Wrath and Ruin. We got multiple. There's Stone and Steel too then.
I grow restless.
Oath and Steel, not Stone and Steel. That'd be Cathay. I thought I said that one wrong. Let's grab Blade Shield for Garagrim. Make sure he is good and defensive. Giving him some proper armor wouldn't be a bad idea either. Armor, magnificent armor of Borek Beetlebrow. Maybe before Garagrim gets into a fight, that's what he can have. Alright, go ahead and take you out of this stance. Let's have ourselves an adventure battle. Bring it on, Skaven. The scheme has been revealed. The filthy rat's blockade has been a distraction, while a dreaded warpstone bomb was being planted in the mountain high above the trading hub, where its detonation would surely cause a devastating avalanche and a permanent end to this crucial trade route. For the sake of Dalby prosperity and the innocent dwarfs who would perish there, you could wait no longer. I like that economy came first. You could wait no longer. An intervention of this magnitude would be a bold step towards your redemption. Indeed. Do you want to develop? Are you sure? Yes. I'm positive. Oh, look. Liv has some very weak armies, but he has ruin spells, which is going to make me quite sad. To the field. A deadly warpstone bomb sits precariously among the high peaks, surrounded by a tide of Skaven eager to see the destruction of a nearby Dawi hold. Racing against time, Malakai Makaisson has brought his army to bear upon the threat, with a fleet of all-striking thunder barges in tow. As time ticks onward, he can only hope his forces will handle the verminous wretches that block his path, for the bomb must be dismantled before disaster can strike. No, we didn't really bring a fleet of thunder barges, did we?
This doesn't look good. We got to get over there. Gotta smash through these guys so I can get to defusing. Get going! Oh, and someone get me a drink. I need to steady my nerves.
I need to steady my nerves. There's no telling where the reinforcements are coming from. And that is a gigantic bomb. Good grief. Half alchemy, half magic. Half random at Skaven. BS. This is perfect. Well, we're going to be attacked from all over, so let's make sure our cannons are in a position that they can kind of blast away right off the bat. I mean, taking them a little bit more of a central position. Spread the cannons a little bit apart, and we'll have the Slayer Pirates protecting them to start. And the regular Slayers on behind them. Pretty much nothing's going to cut through that. You can have the Doom Legion. And then all of our magical Gyro Bombers up to wreak havoc. Troll Hammers, just in case there's any nonsense. We'll keep them kind of back up here. Goblin Hewers can also protect the flanks. Very well. Underbarge as well, just kind of sit up front and be a nuisance. Rika, Gotrek, Felix, Malakai, Infantry, our artillery goes first, and then our flyers. Alright, let's take down the Skaven. Let it begin. So cannons, if you guys can all just blast this Warlock Engineer, that'd be hilarious. Inventions. Get over there. Go trick Felix too. The enemy lord is already almost gone. start advancing with the main army then. Not sure why I'm having a hard time grabbing them to move. There we go. Advance. Save all of our bombs. There is definitely something going on here. Gotrek makes it over to the defuse point almost immediately. Let's keep the goblin heroes next to our cannons just in case. Got it back here too. There's no telling what the plan is. Keep charging towards this enemy lord. I think we need Malakai specifically. Slippery, given the root of Gotrek, and the Gotrek's doom. Beautiful stuff. Skaven reinforcements seek to stop us. We must hold them off. Alright, bomber, do your thing. Cannons, go ahead and just rotate. Goblin heroes can defend over here on this other side. Slayer pirates. Rotate to come on round beside these cannons. Are they going to be approaching from both sides or just one? Malakai has reached the bomb. Keep him in place for a long time. Defuse it. Alright, choppers, hold this pass. We'll have Ulrika kind of do the same. Mutated Skaven reinforcements arriving, all from up the hill here. Okay, looks like they're all going to be power pouring in from here, from how the map looks. Right, you and Felix come up and defend Malakai. Underbarge, you come on up and follow these mutated reinforcements. Like Clan Mulder has something to say about what we're up to here. You just let the Spirit of Grungni deal with you clowns. Ridiculous Melkoth misflying on these Rattling guns. Hello, friends. Go ahead and harpoon the Packmaster. Chain gun the Packmaster. Ulrika the Packmaster. Drop that armor on the poor fool. Yeah, that's that. Get rid of that rat almost immediately. Flamethrower boys, come back around and deal with these storm vermin. Malakai, let's go ahead and repair. You're fine. Keep defusing the bomb, buddy. More and more reinforcements approaching, but this game have no flyers at all, so we're pretty safe here. No cost specifying. Ulrika, you need to run though. Those big mutated beasties are going to be your downfall if we don't. Drop a Milkoths on the... I would say the big mutant. Everything we have up front here is pretty dangerous, though. We can deal with those Rattling guns. We are in really good shape. I mean, nothing's getting through over here. Burn Ulrika and start blasting. Roll hammers. We definitely need you on the Hell Pit Abomination. Same thing with these Goblin heroes. We can use them over here. Oh, Ulrika, keep getting them. Gotrek, Felix. It's up to you now. Give Gotrek his abilities. Bring the chain guns back. Oh, they did have some Night Runners, or Gutter Runners, either way. You're still going to go down to bombs. Switch the harpoon to firing on this Packmaster. Flamethrowers get up here. And get those axes in this thing's horrid side. Packmaster versus Gotrek is a fight he absolutely doesn't want. Bring the pirates in now and the Slayers too. Yeah, we still got like 5 minutes. We deal with the enemy armies before it's over, then glorious. Some more Rattling guns arrive. Let's go ahead and pull the Thunder Barge back. Don't want to be too dumb with it. We could truthfully send our pirates up to fight the Thirst. Thankfully, you're allowed to drink blood out of any of these Skaven you want. Our Felix fall back. Bombing run do its thing. Again, the Thunderburner, so we're not getting shot up by the Rattling guns. That'd be a bad time. Cannons, can you deal with these Rattling guns? In fact, well, all three of you do it. Alright, excellently done, Speedy Boy. Let's get moving. It's gonna be the same kind of armies. We don't want to overextend our Thunder Barges too much here. We're just gonna keep them falling back. This way, though, rather than the way of the cannons. It is possible to get army losses here with this group, too. Oh, no, Malakai. Give you a smacking. Get over here and defuse this bomb. More bombers, a little bit more ammo. Keep falling back their cannons. We want them to turn so they can actually get their Culverin shots in once more, too. Slayers get up there. Yeah, the cannons are tearing the Rattling guns apart. Switch to the Mutant Rat Ogres now. For the most part. Third around here with this group. Felix and Gotrek can handle a Help Pit Abomination, no problem. Get yourself magical attacks. Go with the Pit of Shades on this group. Keep shooting out those ogres. Looks like they're throwing everything at us. Stand firm, the bomb is almost defused. Hang on now. Coming from the opposite angle. Not good to see. Nice in turn. We need our Thunder Barges to go this way after the Doom Wheel. See a bunch of Wolf Rats, though. Yeah, you indeed are a caster. Why wouldn't you be? Cannons burn quickly. That first group is dealt with. Goblin Hewers get in here. Slayers actually aren't great against Wolf Rats. Harpoon on the big hamster wheel. Gotrek Felix, come on in here and help. There we go. You got one cast, and that was it. Try to catch these clowns. There you have it. Throwing almost everything at us. Oh, they're getting us from both sides, I see. Hold the line, Malakai. Let Gotrek and Felix stay over here. Okay, you go ahead and fall back. Let these pirates help you. Cannons, go ahead and turn once more there. Let you guys switch to Grape Shot. Oh, another one. Harpoon him. Thank you, Grape Shot. Alright, let's turn to this group of Slayers round. Ulrika's getting smacked. Melkoth's mystifying on you. Alright, Gotrek, if you can scare these guys off. Felix. Ogres. Malakai, hold the line. Let's see how this goes. And I'm still 2 minutes to defend here. Drop the Pit of Shades here. Slayers are still fighting a something they absolutely do not want to be. Help Pit Abomination. No one enjoys fighting a Help Pit Abomination. Burn the cannons. Here comes more Warp Lightning. Dodge that if you can. Get him with the harpoon. Right, I figure the more lords we take down, the less of these guys have leadership just to start. Alright, he's down immediately, pretty much. Slayers. It should be extra. Oh, there's more Warp Lightning. Malakai, let's go for more ammunition on these bombers here. Alright, Felix, you guys got this. Looks like we lost Ulrika. Fair enough, I wasn't doing a great job of microing her. Alright, down to 1:30. Looks like killing the enemy lords is a bad idea, but they're just gonna keep dropping Warp Lightning otherwise. Burn the bombers so they can actually help. You guys can stop these rattling guns and be just swellest. We're gonna fire those culverins here. Got out of ammo. Goblin Heroes is coming back over. Come on, Slayers, you've got this. Haven't used much of our bombing runs. So that group surrounded and destroyed. Get these rattling guns away from us. Here comes even more reinforcements. Let's just make sure this rat is running instead of what he wants to do. He's done a couple Slayers on his way through. 30 seconds, lad. You got this. They should be able to start chucking those axes immediately. Charge them. That's a Lord ready to run. That's so much damage just in a single volley. Started fire here. 12 seconds, lads. You've got this. Exploded that hamster wheel, and they immediately get another one. That's crazy. All is diffused. We save the da we hold. Now we have to deal with the enemy rats, or is that the end? It's like they're gonna turn and run for the hills. Their plan has failed. Although it looks like the heroes, nope, they're gone too. Sweet, we'll speed that up. Now that was a fun quest battle. Alright, we did get Ulrika taken out there. She managed to slay 434 before she was taken out herself, though, which is quite impressive. I guess we'll just go ahead and attract the replacements. Sweet, that's a Rune of Thugni. Ulrika was wounded, and the Skaven scheme is complete. We could just pop in here, have Malakai go into encamp stance.
Time for a pint.
Switch over, grab ourselves one of an extra Dragon Slayer or a Master Engineer. Confident or determined. Let's go confident. Callan the confident.
What can I do?
You can join our army.
To speed us up.
Not quite the same as a vampire spellcaster with expert marksmanship, but he will do.
The axe thirsts for war.
Alright, skill points to pass out. Blade Shield. We will do for you. Probably down the blue line continuously here, so we'll go Miner's Instinct to make sure nothing's sneaking on past us. Stubborn Defense, and for Beligar, we get Age of Reconquest, more movement range, less construction cost for province settlement buildings faction-wide, and the Shattering Aura ability during sieges. Also, as soon as their units start wavering, they immediately get hit with another -12 leadership. That's pretty impressive. Just scan them away, it's easy. And now we take Karak Doom. No, we don't. Listen, Castalton, you stay far away from Karak Doom. This belongs to us. Alright. Well, all we have to do to get the next battle is just making it over to the Manling Priorities Dilemma. So let's quickly just come on in and do some upgrades to our settlements. El Pass, El Pit, combined Black Blood Pass and Hell Pit together. I will go here at Krakadrak, Schoolmaker's Hall, and that'll be pretty much all we can spend. Just blast through real quick. We'll check the lords that we haven't moved. I'm just going to say Malakai hasn't. Malakai, you're just gonna stay here. We don't really need you to do anything, to be honest. We are closing in on the end of this campaign, like I said. We're just not going to force the thing to make
My doom may lie below.
last that much longer. So we'll zoom on over to Krag Frag, see if there's anything here. Looks like no. We might be able to hit them next turn.
The past is
Even if
the
we don't.
past.
Check our garrison lords that aren't moved here. We've got Belagar. Those poison wind mortars are deadly. We do have the Air Force, though, so let me try to jump into the underway stance and lure these rats on in. Come on, rats. You know you want to.
What's your orders?
We will assassinate Yosef.
Die, scum! A binding
Die,
oath.
scum.
A clan honor.
One more point to specialist. Well done. Now they don't have a hero.
Demon Slayer.
Norgrim looks like Tretch is recruiting, and our conquests in the Waste are under threat aggressively. So I'll have you pull out of Mount Silverspear and see if we can't convince Tretch there's no one here. And Grom Brindle can kind of come on in and
I'll see it done.
underway right next.
I'm on it.
Buildings in Needling. We'll just give Needling over to the Empire.
Grow restless.
Nothing really for Ungrim to do now. Except for come down and just finish off the rest of the undead down in the south. Go to March
Very well. This may
into
work.
Fort Oberstyre. And we'll go ahead and hand this settlement over to Wurtbad.
Come then. Only Sigma's god, Ulrich,
Enjoy.
can judge it worthy or
All the
not.
way up to a military alliance. Yes, please.
So be it.
More allies with the Empire. Rebuilt Stirland. And Boris's lands. Nice, we'll go ahead and end the turn and wrestle another quest battle.
It's glowing.
Alright, Caravan Raid. Dwarf trade caravan is ringed by goblin raiders. Stalemate has developed, but the foe refuses to relent. The local affray should be dealt with by the local lord, but your intervention could speed things up. You're on your own. Or smash the enemy. Go ahead and smash him. Enter the tunneler. Skrogny, our master engineer, is already wounded. Oh, he was over with Norgrim. Rude. Oh, Rika, you're back already? Where is she? Ah, she's down at Mount Squighorn. Why? Why is this where you came back from? That's our waterproof packaging. Well, Rick, I guess you're going to join up with this with Grom Brindle instead. Cal and Ironbeard join with
Get
Malakai.
those cannons moving.
Get those cannons moving. And we'll start up the manling priorities dilemma.
But that armor's heavy, eh?
That armor's heavy, eh? Determined not to let your manling friends down, your investigations into the marauding trees led you to the Empire nobles, whose rural lands were ravaged by the recent treeman attacks. Unfortunately, Imperial country folk are far more xenophobic than their slightly more sophisticated city counterparts. The nobles are being extremely uncooperative and downright rude to the dwarf envoys you was sent peacefully to investigate. You must now speak to these nobles personally. Insulting as it might be, perhaps money is one way to around this. Another could be a not-so-gentle arm twisting. Point the cannons at them. Negotiate. Help these fools, or foolish small-minded manlings help you, even to put you out of pocket. The nobles are much more receptive to the language of gold, but are asking an extremely steep price for information about the treeman attacks, which you are not willing to pay. These primitive out-of-towners are starting to get on your nerves, but there's no need to christen a new manling hero just yet. Ooh, there might be. There are other ways to avoid a diplomatic incidents here, so some are less above board than others. We could bribe the servants, which we don't have the gold for, or we could negotiate some trade tariffs. This seems great. If we increase our trade tariffs and split the difference with the nobles, we will meet their steep price in no time. Now we've got the Anger of the Forest battle ready to go. Again, hunt down Dodon as well. Go you into March.
Trump drives you off.
Sweet, let's come on over to Malakai and have ourselves another quest battle. Now with flaming cannon ammunition just in time. Optimize external access port. I didn't realize we didn't have this. Oh, that's not great. Come on into our adventures here then. And this will give us 30% more missile resistance for the Spirit of Grungni, and the Heart of Malevolence. So you can turn into a tree man. Fantastic. Alright, trees. You didn't bring enough archers. Let's be real. Dulas versus Malakai. Final battle here for this campaign, unless there is a final kind of adventure battle that we're not aware of. We'll see, won't we? Glory and adventure await in the darkest depths of the forest, where a twisted ancient tree man gathers a host for a tumult of battle. Malakai Makaisson races out to quiet the fury of the forest before the kingdoms of men are overwhelmed by a tide of wood and bark. With him he brings the full power of his custom flame cannons to bear upon the woods, where the malevolent trees will soon be piles of ashes. We even get a really good fire position.
So, that's who's been riling them up. Don't burn all of them. He'll be perfect material for some side projects. They picked the wrong day to be made of wood. Pity that's all of them. I was enjoying that. Wait a minute. Spoke too soon. Incoming! Get resighted, lads. They got more stuff for us to shoot.
Time to commit war crimes on some tree men. He said get resighted. Where are they coming from? The woods over here? I'm gonna have our cannons take position in this little gully here. And the last cannons can also go up on this side. They get a nice little layer of blasting fire through there. Sweet. Now we've got our gyro bombers, which I'm gonna have deployed kind of on either side to be a shield. Roll hammer torpedoes and flamethrowers. We've got everything we need to deal with these trees. I'm gonna have goblin hewers up on the cliffs be the anti-flankers. And I'm gonna actually have the pirates in the center. Dragon Slayer here, Malakai, Master Engineer, Spirit of Grungni, and then I'll have our Slayers kind of just set up behind our cannons to move in when we need them. Otric and Felix can be up front. And then we'll have the Doomed Legion also on the flanks here. Flamethrower's gonna, just in case they have any reinforcements coming on in. Artillery and Air Force. Let it begin. Ancient Treeman is casting foul magic. Let's put an end to their rampage. Yes, less. Let's go ahead and bring you in with a spear. Buff up the cannons around you. We're already starting to wreak havoc on the trees. Foul magics have brought reinforcements. The Ancient Treeman will still look to be casting, so we have to deal with the trees before they call in more friends. Fair enough. Those are great hawks. That's a little bit spooky. Bring the pirates up to deal with the Great Hawks. Cannons, if you can just move forward and shoot this tree man, that'd be awesome. Looks like someone else caught the harpoon for him. How lucky. Let's see how fast the Swift Shiver Shards deal with my, or the Deepwood Scouts deal with my summon. Yoink. Get them, pirates. Yeah, he got those guys almost immediately. Fly over the top, let's drop some bombs. Get one here. Got very low armor, so the bombs, even though this is a very risky mission, can do a lot of damage. Bring you back over to this tree man. Oh, the Hawks are here. Ooh, they're dealing my helicopters. But you calm down. Like how you move to help. Go ahead and heal the gyro bombers as well if we can. They're wasting a lot of their ammunition and we're steam guns are working. down there, just on the very tip of the cannon's range. Well done, pirates. There's a lot of treatment, but they're staying a long ways back.
Pick your targets well.
We had an explosion going on outside. It looks like someone was popping fireworks. No problem, but the tree man fell while I was trying to handle that. And that's the army dealt with. Nice and simple. We didn't even need the Spirit of Grungy, just a single Thunder Barrage did it. Alright, that was a very simple quest battle. And kind of anticlimactic as well. Now we only lose 72 in the fighting, which is a little bit surprising. It was just probably the pirates that were up front. That's fine. We'll take the replenishment.
Always need.
Is that the last adventure done? Yep, the Heart of Malevolence is ours, and the Anger of the Forest adventure is complete, so it just ends. We've finished all of his adventures. And that's that. It's a little bit anticlimactic. It's probably because we haven't finished up our victory conditions. We need to defeat the High Disciples of Ashut, and we need to go for... I'm sorry, what? We haven't completed all the legendary battles? It's all 7. We've done them all. Yep, we've got everything all upgraded. We just don't have all of the missions complete, so we don't have the Flaming Cannon for the Thunder Barges yet. Which is how we would need the Caravan and Detour Dilemma. Interesting. Well, either way, thank you all so much for stopping by our Malakai campaign. It's been a ton of fun. I'm not going to go for the absolute completion with the adventures. It take us a little bit of time, which we have to auto-resolve, so I don't find that to be the most exciting, since that's really all it's going to be, is a couple of auto-resolves to finish off everyone else around here, pretty much. So, once again, thank you all so much for your support. It's been a ton of fun playing through Malakai. He's been a lot of fun for the Dawi. The Dawi needed the rework that they received back with 5.0 so bad. Now they are one of my favorite factions to play, so... Alright, quick cut as I've journaled on about nothing for a while and said the same thing in just different words a few times. Thank you so much for coming by for the last time here. I have been at Space was a Total War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne, and I'll see you all in the next one.